my style of pottery making is rather primitive, probably similar to what maybe the Caddo Indians might have produced. I try to keep things as organic as I can and utilize what I have around me, be green, so to speak, you know. Since I'm using the wild native clays, there's a little more flexibility in the outcome. Sometimes I can control that and sometimes I can't, but it's all up to Mother Nature as to what she allows, and the fire clouds that come in when you put the organic things in the pit with it. And you just never know the outcome, but you always cross your fingers and hope you do all right. I've chosen to do hand forming of pottery as opposed to the wheel. Main reason is I tend to make primitive forms similar to what the early peoples might have made. And they didn't have a wheel. They didn't use electricity. I noticed that in striving for perfection to make a perfect round piece, hand forming usually have some eccentricities to it. It is a little bit odd shaped, and that usually lends to the character of the piece. Here lately I've started on making some bowls, and then I've started putting the two bowls together and putting a seam around it, smoothing a seam and making a ball. These spheres are hollow, of course, and maybe a 1/4 inch wall thickness, and just delightful to hold in the hand. We're firing a load of pottery today in the pit, and I started to fire outside of the pit with flint and steel, just in reverence to Mother Nature and thanks for the wood that she's allowed me to use. But I gradually build the heat up outside, and it draws through the pit and out the chimney to slowly bring up the temperature of the pots, to drive out any moisture that's left, drive the moisture out of the kiln, since it is a pit in the ground here. And then I'll move the fire inside of the pit and then start throwing on more wood and getting the fire up to temperature, hopefully close to 1700 degrees. And then we'll let it cool by itself overnight, and then in the morning we'll have coffee and we'll lift the lid and see what we get. Okay, let's see. Oh wow. The handle made it intact and all. Neat. But orange is from the salt, you know.